Priory was established around 1141 by Maurice de Londres. The 12th century nave of the Priory Church now serves as the parish church, so it is still used as a church. There's worship here every Sunday morning. It was home to a dozen monks from Gloucester under a prior. The monastery, the monastic buildings were located where the current farmhouse now stands, so I think it must be up there somewhere. It was a fortified priory, which is why it looks very sort of castle-like. The reason was because the defensive structures were necessary because the local population were very rebellious and had a tendency to attack anything that the Normans had built. So they had to make it very strong. So the priory acted as part of the defensive network, which included Coity Castle, Ogmore Castle and Newcastle in Bridgend. The Ewenny fortification housed a permanent garrison, and the church tower served a double purpose as a lookout post. And Edward I took soldiers from Ewenny in his 1284 assault in Wales, and Henry IV used Ewenny as a base to attack Coity Castle during Owain Glyndwr's 1405 rebellion. So you can see there's been quite a bit of warfare attached to this priory. Give me a second. Apparently it was never a wealthy house. When Henry VIII dissolved the monasteries in 1536, there were only 3 monks here. Following the dissolution, it was leased to Sir Edward Carn, who purchased the priory and its lands in 1545. The Carn family built a mansion house on the foundations of the monastic buildings, but the church nave continued to serve as the parish church as it does to this day. In the 18th century, the old monastic part of the priory passed to the Picton Turberville family, and the family still retains ownership, although it is managed by Cadw. The ruins of Ewenny drew artists such as J.M.W. Turner, who painted a watercolour of the monastery church in 1797. So there you are. There's loads more history on the web if you're interested, but that's just a little bit of a
What's it behind it then? What's that behind it?
That's the house.
That's the house, yes.
That's the house, is
Yes,
it?
yeah.
The monastic house, is it?
Well, I guess it must be, yeah.
Yeah, they call it the Priory,
Yes.
Oh, they do.
And it is
some
still
Picton still own it,
owned by
although they don't probably live there.
We parked outside Ewenny Priory. You can see here on the map. Walked about 3.5 miles today. And here's the plan of our route.